Yo everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Steins. Last episode was a bit of a madhouse, I guess. Smoke appeared and shot Mayuri and then forced Okabe, I should say, to go and try the time loop machine to try and save everyone. Suza turned out to be a badass, as we all knew. But anyways, let's jump straight into this. Chapter 6. Metaphysics Neurotis. Mayuri? No matter how many times I call her name, Mayuri doesn't answer. Mayuri is standing in front of a grave, gazing at the sky. The grave belongs to her grandmother, who died when Mayuri was 11 years old. Her parents were always busy with work, so her grandmother was her only companion. I was close to Mayuri's family, so her death was sad for me too. At the wake, I expected Mayuri to break down and cry. She didn't. Instead, she spent the whole time gazing vacantly at her grandmother's memorial portrait. 6 months went by. I advanced in middle school, so Mayuri and I no longer commuted together. But whenever I passed the cemetery on the way home, Mayuri would still be standing there. Every day, rain or shine, she would spend hours before the grave, standing wordlessly at the sky as if she could see her grandmother in heaven. In her hands, an old pocket watch. The watch had belonged to her grandmother. Mayuri always held it when visiting the grave. Mayuri. No matter how many times I called her name, Mayuri didn't answer. Back then, Mayuri wouldn't talk to anyone. Not to me, but not even to her parents. Whenever I saw her standing there, staring at the sky, I felt uneasy grip my heart. Her gaze was so earnest, her intentions so pure, that I feared that some power might even grant her wish and carry her off to heaven to join her beloved grandmother. And so, to ensure that nothing like that happened, I made sure to stop by the cemetery every day. I would stand next to the stargazing Mayuri and call her name. But no matter how many times I called her, Mayuri wouldn't reply. The only sound in the lonely cemetery was the echo of my voice calling her name. It was raining that day too. Mayuri had a light blue umbrella. In contrast to the umbrella's colour, the sky was a glazed grey, coated in clouds. After a while, the rain stopped. Rays of light shone through the gaps in the cloud, a stunningly beautiful sight. Rembrandt's rays, they're called, or sometimes the angel's ladder. Suddenly a strong wind swept through the cemetery, caught Mayuri's umbrella and carried it out into the sky. Mayuri seemed not to notice. She kept staring at the sky. And then slowly, so very slowly, she stretched her hand out to the sky, as if to grasp the rays of light. As if her grandmother was reaching down to pull her up. And then, she lifted herself on her toes. To me, it looked as if she were floating up towards the heaven. Impulsively, I grabbed Mayuri's outstretched hand and pulled her into my embrace. In retrospect, my fears was just a childhood fantasy. But at the time, I truly believed Mayuri might vanish. I won't let you go. I won't let anyone take you away. I realized how embarrassing the words come from my mouth were. You're my hostage now. My guinea pig. It was the first excuse that came to mind. Before her grandmother died, Mayuri and I were fans of a popular TV series about costumed heroes battling evil. I practically admired the villain, a mad scientist. I even got pretty good at mimicking his lines. Now I was doing it to hide my embarrassment. I could feel my face glowing red, but I kept up the mad scientist act all the same. If nothing else, it was better than admitting my insecurities. There's no escaping me. As I said that, I realized Mary was shaking. Oh. Sniff. She whispered. It was the first time in 6 months that I heard her speak. Her voice was choked with tears. Mary, she's your hostage? I guess I'm stuck here, huh? She smiled happily. Tears fell from her eyes. And then, Mary buried her face into my chest. Where am I? Who am I? I can't see. I can barely think. Terrible screech fills my head like feedback from a giant speaker. It penetrates my brain like 100 sharp needles stabbing me right behind my eyes. I thought brains weren't supposed to feel pain. Bear? And there's more. I feel a shiver of pleasure beneath the pain, and a terrible itching like my body is on fire. I want to crack my skull open and tear out my brain. I want to scrape out my soft grey matter with my fingers and eat it. The assault on my brain is driving me crazy. Who am I? Okabe, what's wrong with you? Suddenly, shattered pieces of the world reform. I slowly come back to my senses. I'm in the lab, standing in front of the phone wavenames that had changed, with my cell phone to my ear. No, not the phone wavenames that has changed since the headgear is attached to it. It's the time leap machine. It's hard to breathe. Give me oxygen. I hear a low, wheezing groan and realize it's coming from my own throat. I close my mouth, then take some deep breaths. The insides of my throat feel like they're burning. I resist the urge to cough and continue filling my lungs with air. I notice I'm drenched in sweat. The drops sliding down my forehead are annoying. I try to wipe them away with the back of my right hand. My hand obeys, slowly. Something's off. It's like my body and mind aren't totally in sync with each other. Almost as if this isn't really my body. As if my nerves aren't communicating properly with my... limbs? I don't know. I tried blinking slowly. This might just be my imagination. Could this be exhaustion? I haven't slept much lately. I tried to move my hand again. There's no disconnect this time. This is my body. Okabe, are you listening? A familiar voice. I turn around slowly. Krisu is there. She stares at me, perplexed. What was all that screaming for? What is she talking about? Are you sick? I try answering, but my voice doesn't work too well. Even more bewildered, I clear my throat several times. No, I'm fine. And get ready to go. Then get ready to go already. We're going shopping, remember? Shopping? For what? I search my memories. The moment I do, images appear in my mind like a string of exploding light bulbs. Humans are temporal beings. But now you're fine. Are you sure about this? Really? I remember now. I used the time leap machine. You'll remember the future. That's right. What am I standing around for? Where am I? I grab Chris's shoulder and pull her close. What time is it now? What month? What day? Hey, that hurts. Calm down. How can I calm? Shopping? You said we're going shopping? Which shopping trip is she talking about? Dao's sitting in his computer staring at us wide-eyed. Dao, what day is it? What time is it? Well, it's the 13th. A little past 5. The 13th, a little past 5. Did it work? Did I manage to time leap in the middle of all that chaos? Did my memories really jump through time? Does that mean I've leaped into my past self? There's a chance that this was all a dream. Thinking back, forward, it doesn't seem real. Commandos breaking into the lab is like something out of a Hollywood movie. But the sight of Mayuri broken and bloody has burned into my eyes. I remember the smell of the blood, the sounds of the gunshot, the weight of the headgear on my head, the pain of the bullet tearing through my arm. Chris is screaming, Suza fighting to defend us. I remember it all vividly. I touched my arm. No bullet hole, no pain even. Was it all a dream? I don't know. I've never time leaped before. I can only hope that it was a dream. A future like that, it's too much to bear. I recall Mayuri's last moments and my eyes fill with tears. I forced to tide my emotion back. Where's Mayuri? I look around the lab. Chris and Dao are here, but I can't find Mayuri. Where's Mayuri? She left saying she was going to Lukashi's place. Weren't you listening? That's right. Mayuri went to beg Lukako to wear her costume. She won't return until it's time for the party. What do I do? What do I believe? Was it a dream? Or was it real? If it was a dream, then I don't have to worry about anything. If it was real, then I need to act. Now. Whew. I take a deep breath. It must have been a dream. There's no way something like that could really happen. It was a nightmare brought on by anxiety, that's all. There's no other logical explanation. I desperately persuade myself it's so. Little do I know, I'll soon regret my foolishness. Kusa goes shopping alone. I stay in the lab with Dao, waiting for Mayuri to return. Tutu, I'm back! An innocent smile. Mayuri is alive. Nothing will happen to her. I was worried for nothing. Once Suza arrives, we begun the meeting. Ocarine. I called First-chan and Luka-chan, but they said they couldn't come. I heard these words before. Deja vu. A trick of the mind. Feeling of having expected something before despite not having actually experienced it. Feels like you're recalling a genuine past experience as opposed to imagined experience or a dream. However, you're unable to recall when and where that experience occurred. This results in an intense feeling of strangeness. The cause of deja vu has yet to be determined. One theory is that the psychological phenomenon caused by a temporary desynchronization of the recollection and storage functions of the memory. This causes theorized to be spasms of the brain. Interesting. I get deja vu quite a lot, so it's kind of weird. Yeah. Anyway, deja vu, a trick of the mind. Oh, do they have plans? Felice-chan has a Rhinet tournament. Crap, I should have gone to cheer. How careless of me. And Lucas-chan seems to be embarrassed for some reason. Maybe she thinks you'll make her wear a costume again. It's just like my dream. I've never remembered a dream this vividly before. I remember every word that was spoken. You still haven't convinced her to cosplay? She says she was embarrassed. I keep telling her cuteness is justice, but she never listens. Cuteness is justice. Is that what they say? You're cute too, Chris-chan. Hey, Komi-ma's coming up. Wanna go? I can't make something new, but I have a costume over last year too. Me cosplay? I'm sorta interested, but afraid to go in public though. Cosplay demon. That reminds me, Christian. Where's your uniform from? Oh, this. Tended, blah de da. I'm going through this quickly because it's literally the same thing again. And you know, I might as well just get through it so we can. Oops, phone. Yeah, just. Japan is over. Wait, okay? It's a promise. Maybe you shouldn't bother. Suza speaks up, her tone sharp. Suddenly the atmosphere in the room changes. I remember this too. I feel like I'm losing my mind here. You're asking for trouble by trusting Masaku Krisu? What's that supposed to mean? Mean to ask. Did I do something to you? Not to me, but I know you do. I know everything you have done. What do you mean? I've done nothing to be guilty of, perhaps, but I know your true nature. Wow, you can see my hat. That's groundbreaking technology. Don't see how it works. It's not science, it's a prediction. So you're just making it up. I know. Ocarine. Maybe he clings to me with teary eyes. Stop them from fighting. Should I listen to Mayu's plea? Like I did in the dream? Knowing that I can't stop the fight, maybe I should just let Mayu handle it instead. I don't know. I can't move a muscle. Jeez. Mayu pouts and goes over to the two girls. Mayu, she doesn't like it when you fight. Let's all get along, okay? Deja comes over to chat with Suzanne. Gradually, peace returns to the lab. Chris is in the development room making a call, probably to a mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV, sipping Dr. P. I can't pay attention to what I see on the screen. It doesn't enter my head. Mary sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating it. Hey, Ocarine. It's been really lively these past few weeks, huh? Stop it. Why are you saying the same thing as in that terrible dream? It was a dream. It has to be a dream. It's fun. Smiles happily, not noticing my lack of reply. No, there ain't loud mems. Moroshi thinks it's getting a little cramped in here. First, we don't have enough chairs. We should buy more. Do you have money, Ocarine? I shake my head wordlessly. For some reason, I'm afraid to look at Mayu in the face. I guess you can use some of my salary. We need a new microwave too. Otherwise, I can't warm up my juicy chicken #1. Ocarine, okay, you don't look so good. It's nothing. Are you feeling sick? You need to rest? Want to lay down? You can lie on my lap, okay? I'm not... Before I can finish, the television interrupts me with an urgent news bulletin. The subtitle reads, terrorist bomb threats suspends. And bomb threat? Hang on, this line's past Akiba. How is Mayushi gonna get home? Oh yeah, I should call home. No, it can't be. It's the same. Every last thing, the same. I need to know. It was a dream. You completed the time leap machine, right? It had to be a dream. But if it was a dream, then why? Are you listening? The time loop machine's done. Okay. I just remembered I got something to do. I'm going out. Suzel leaves the lab without another word. What's wrong with her? Does she know what's about to happen? Nothing's going to happen. The break-in was a dream. But no matter how hard I try to convince myself that, I can't shake the icy hand clutching on my heart. Just go over and lock the door. I can't breathe. Even though it's hot and humid, my body shivers. I remember this feeling too, from the dream. Did I choose wrong? Was I granted a second choice, only to let it go to waste? A soft feeling against my fingers. I look down to see Mayuri's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written on her face. I reflectively look towards the door. If the dream wasn't a dream, then any second now. It happens exactly as I remember. 5 men burst into the lab. They moved swift and sure, professional, each of them carrying a gun. They spread out just inside the door and aimed their weapons at us. I recognize each of them. There's no denying it now. I did leap through time. It was the future I remembered. I was supposed to change the present, to stop the madness about to unfold. But I told myself it was a dream and wasted my chance to save everyone. Hands in the air, nobody move. Silence. Time seems to grind to a halt. The men say nothing. Why didn't I do anything to change this? Wasn't that why I leapt through time? The sounds of heel echoing down the hallway. A woman is coming up the stairs. Mocha. The woman who will kill Mayuri. The dream was real. Those were memories of the future. This is happening because I did nothing to stop it. We're taking the time machine. If I kill her first, will Mayuri live? I consider the option but soon give up. The real danger is the men behind her. 3 of them have assault rifles. They'll gun us down the instant I try anything. My only hope is for Suza to make a move before Mayuri is shot. Is there even a chance? The 3 of you will come with us. You can't resist. Come with us. Where? I have no words. At least tell us where we're going. You can't not refuse. There's nowhere to run. I have men stationed throughout Akibara. I don't want anyone to hurt anyone. The 3 of you are coming with us. Why just the 3 of us? I'm not answering your questions. Come with us. It's your only choice. Mocha-san, you're a lab mem too, aren't you? In reply, Mocha pulls a gun from her belt and points it at us. It's happening again. Our mission is to silence you. Your refusal to come will change nothing. Come with us now. If you continue to resist, I'll resort to extreme measures. Mocha slowly raises her gun. She points the muzzle at. Mayuri is not needed. I try to shout stop, but my voice catches in my throat. Nothing comes out but a pitiful wheeze. I turn to Krisu for help. Krisu is staring at Mayuri. She looks like she might start crying at any second. I turn to Daru. He's shaking, his lips move as if to speak, but nothing comes out. Someone, anyone, please, stop her. Stop, Mocha. For 7, for FP, for 7, for FB. Her lips close tightly. A sharp die crack splits in the air. Time slows to a crawl. Mocha pulls the trigger. Blood spurts from Mayu's forehead. It splatters across my face, warm and wet. Her delicate, frail body falls towards me. I catch her. Her body is limp like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arm dangle lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose, and then the smell of blood. Dara clutches his head and falls to his knees, screaming at the top of his lungs. In my arms, Mayu takes one long, rigid breath, and then... She's dead. Mayu's dead again. Her face is covered in blood. Her blood stains my hands. It's warm. You three come with us now. No more warnings. Resist and we will kill you too. I hear a voice. I can't comprehend what it's saying. It's the same. I knew it would be. I let Mayuri die again because I didn't believe in my own memories of the future. I lay Mayuri down on the floor. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm so sorry. I stand up. Rage takes hold of me once again. I'm helpless to resist. I take one menacing step towards Mocha. Crystal grabs my hand before I can take another. You can't. Let me go. You can't. They'll kill you. Mocha guns aimed at my head. Her fingers are ready on the trigger. You gonna kill me too? If you resist? Do what she says, okay? Otherwise they'll kill you too. I grit my teeth and suppress my anger. Just then, something small and round strikes Mocha's gun hand. She drops her gun. At her feet lies a small stone. Get down! The next event transpires exactly as I remembered. Suza appears in the doorway, knocking down the first man before anyone can react. Then proceeds to dispatch the remaining men with a series of swift, precise maneuvers. Who the hell? The dark-skinned man's the last one standing, takes aim at Suza with his assault rifle. Before he can fire, Suza snatches a stunned attacker's gun and shoots him. Blood spurts from the man's hand. Without stopping, Suza delivers a sword roundhouse kick to the man's jaw. Enough. Mocha and Suza, there. Skip past that quickly. Mocha and Suza point guns at each other. A standoff, neither moves. Silence returns to the room. Who are you? 42. She glances at me. TV. This time I already knew what she means. Turned on. I make a break for the development room. Don't move. That's my line. Chris is right behind me. I grab the headgear and jam onto my head without a moment's hesitation. I'm going back. But once it fails, get the machine started. There's no time to argue. I grab Mode's snake from the shelf. Chrissy bites her lip and starts setting up the X-68000. One of them's headed your way. Kill them. Don't let me use it. Before the crew cut man enters the development room, I push the switch. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see. Are you sure, Okabe? Are you sure about this, really? Do it, Krisu. Activate the machine. The blue-white light shining through the smoke. The discharge is starting. The light rapidly grows brighter. The floor begins to shake. Singularity is open. I clutch down, holding the headset ready with one hand. This is reality. It wasn't a dream. I burned that fact into my mind and prepared to beat time leap. One more chance. The shaking begins. Please, give me one more chance. Once more the world explodes into light. We go back a few hours. I can't hear. I feel like something's crushing my eardrums. Slowly, the shattering pieces of the world reform. My body convulses and as if struck by lightning. I am Okabe Minato. I am in the lab development room, standing in front of the time leap machine with the phone to my ear. My brain hurts again. This isn't like a headache, it's somehow deeper. With the pain comes a torrent of emotions, sorrow, longing, hope, joy, that threats to wash away my psyche. However, only one thing matters. It worked again. I quickly returned to the lounge. You surprised me. I almost crashed into Krisu. Don't style me like that. No, it's just before 5 on the 13th. Is it? Yeah. Alright, time leap successful. I pat Krisu on the shoulder and almost in an embrace. You're a genius. What's gone into you? Stop manhandling me, it's gross. I scrambled for my phone. Call Mayuri. Mayuri here. Mayuri, but you can't answer the phone right now. I went to voicemail. Please leave your message after the beep. Contact me once you at once, okay? At once. I hang up. I look at my watch again. It's just past 5. Thank God for the time leap machine. It makes me shiver to imagine what would have happened without it. To be fair, without it, you probably wouldn't have been targeted. And she wouldn't have been killed, but semantics. I have 3 hours until Mocha kills Mayuri. Everything's gonna be okay. There's plenty of time to escape. First, I meet with Mayuri and leave Akiba. We need to go to Ibukuro. Wait, what if they're watching her house? Maybe we should hop on the bullet train and get out of Tokyo entirely. Anyway, we're fine as long as Mocha doesn't find her today. So first, I need to find Mayuri. Okay, you look kind of crazy. What's wrong? Krisu and Dara look at me with concern. Both of you get out of here now. What's this about? I check my wallet. I only have 9,000 yen and some change. I need to stop at the ATM to withdraw everything I have. This is another one of your fantasies? Krisu shrugs her shoulders, dumbfounded. I don't have time to answer her. I slip beside her and dash out the lab. Hey, Okabe, where are you going? Hey! I run full speed at Yanabashi Shrine. Naturally, I have to stop for breath before I get more than a few blocks. The sun is setting, but the temperature still hasn't dropped below 30. Sweat quickly covers my entire body. I'm not good at exercise in the first place. I finally stagger towards the archway. Now I regret not borrowing Suzuha's bicycle. But no, there wasn't time for that. Finding Mayuri comes first. I went to the courtyard where I find Lukako standing alone with her bamboo broom. Lukako. Ah, Okabe-san. She bows her head. What's wrong? Mayuri, where's Mayuri? Mayuri-chan already left. She left? Yes. When you see her, could you tell her that I'm sorry? I really prefer not to cosplay. I don't want to disappoint her, but it's too embarrassing to dress like that in front of people. I finally catch my breath. I don't have time to listen to Luca's apologies. Mayuri went back to the lab? Yeah, I think so. That doesn't make sense. I know she comes to the lab around 6:30. It's still 5:30. No matter how slowly you walk, it shouldn't take more than 20 minutes to get to the lab. So what is she doing for that extra 40 minutes? We don't have time for this. She didn't say she was dropping by somewhere? No, I don't ask. Is something wrong? If Mary comes back here, tell her to call me right away. Okay. I better check the lab. We might have missed each other. When I get back to the lab, nobody's there but Daru. Did Kurisu go shopping by herself? I call out to him as he's ordering pizza from the computer. Where's Maori? Did she come back? Huh? No. Where is she? I take a bottle of Dr. P out of the fridge and chug it down. It's cold, sparkling liquid wets my parched throat and drives the heat away. Now I can think. But I still can't relax. Every minute, every second is precious. Each moment I waste brings me closer to Mayuri's death. Hey, Ocarine. Why are you so jumpy? I need to find Mayuri. Isn't she at Lukashi's? Not anymore, she was gone by the time I got there. I start to pace in irritation. Maybe she went to see one of her cosplay friends. What's her phone number? How should I know? Damn. It's easy to forget since she's usually here, but Mayuri and I rarely spend time together outside of the lab. May Queen and the Shrine, that's about it, and I have no idea where else she might go. May Queen doesn't even exist in this world line. Ah, now that you mention it. Do you know something? I think she said her phone was about to run out of power, so she turned it off. Yet another setback. Not only am I unable to contact her, she might not even notice my phone calls. Hey, what's going on? Why are you still here, Daru? I thought I told you to leave. I sit on the sofa. Feel the weight of the stress on my shoulders and in my bones. I'm not leaving without a good reason. Tell me what's going on, man. They're going to kill Mayuri. What? Seren's after us. In 2 hours, their men will break in and kill Mayuri. Get out while you still can. What? For real? Can you get in touch with Kurisu? Pass the message on to her. In 2 hours? How do you know that? Daru pauses for a moment. He looks towards the development room where the time leap machine is sitting. No way. You used it? I nod gravely. I kick Daru out the lab and send him home. He promised to call Kurisu for me and tell her to stay at her hotel. But in a few moments later, she calls me directly and demands an explanation. It takes some effort, but I manage to convince her to do as I say. Now I just need to wait for Mayuri to get back. I thought about looking for her, but it's too risky. We could miss each other like we did at the shrine. Better to wait here in front of the building. While I'm waiting, I try to convince myself that everything will be okay. Mayuri returns to the lab at 6:30. That leaves about an hour before Mocha's attack. In an hour, we should be able to ride the bullet train from Tokyo Station to Shizuoka? Is that the best plan? Maybe we should get off at Yokohama and lay low in a hotel for a while. I can think about what comes next after Mayuri's safe. The time leap machine doesn't matter. Mocha can have it. My top priority is to prevent Mayuri's death. Sweat accumulates from my forehead and rolls down my face. Hurry back, Mayuri. Huh? Startled, I turned towards the voice. Suza and Mr. Brown have emerged from the Brown Tube workshop. I see them lock the door. Guess we're closing up shop. That's right, I forgot about Suzaha. What are you doing here? Okabe. Nothing. That reminds me. During the attack, she took down 5 armed commandos in the blink of an eye. I still can't believe it. Where does an 18-year-old girl learn to move like that? And then there's her strange behavior immediately before the attack. She left as soon as she heard the bomb threat, almost as if she knew something was going to happen. And finally, there's the business with her father. Everything about her is a mystery. Who is, Amane Suzaha? Oh, I know. You're getting ready for that party tonight, aren't you? How do you know we're having a party? Mayuri, she came by earlier today to invite me over. Hope you got room for one more, because You can't. Huh? Am I a bother? No. It's okay, I understand. I guess I'm still an outsider. No, the party's cancelled. Just say that. That's not it. What's wrong with you, Okabe? Let my part-time warrior join your club. You're her, remember? It's thanks to her belly that I let you off the hook for shaking the building last time. My belly? Hey! Suza has recovered her jacket. She's properly dressed now. She's got a fine belly, tight and well tanned. I'm standing right here, you dirty old man. The party is cancelled, I'm sorry, part-time warrior, but please go home today. Cancelled? Yeah, sorry. I attempt to smile, but with little hope of success. I don't know what's going on, Okabe, but don't do anything reckless. Huh? It's weird to have him give me advice. I thought he was just a dirty old man who loves CRTs. Maybe he's sharper than I thought. And maybe he's just telling me to stop shaking the building. I got in a fight with Mayuri. Things are a little complicated right now, that's all. That's the best lie I can manage. Oh, is there going to be blood? Blood? I mean, look over there. Suza points across the street. I turn and look. To my surprise, there's Mayuri with, walking up the street with a big bag. When she notices me, she waves her hand with a ditzy smile. Mayuri! Huh? When you fighting? She looks really happy to see you. I ignore Suza and run towards Mayuri. The clock on my phone says 6:33. Hey, where are you going? I wasted precious time talking to Suzaha. Now that I've secured Mayuri, I need to get as far away from Akiba as I can. What's the rush, Ocarine? I ignore her question and grab her hand. Run! To the station! Wait, my bag! Forget it, just run! Eh? Why? Just run! I can't get the image of Mayuri's death out of my mind. I won't let them kill her. I won't. Nope. Mayuri gives no further resistance. She follows obediently, quickly matching my pace. I forget that she's faster on her feet than I am. Hey, where are we going? First we'll head to Tsukabu or Yokohama. I'm ready to gasp for air. Mayuri, however, might as well be strolling along with all the difficulty she's having. How could she be so ditzy and yet so athletic at the same time? The sun is already set, but the sky is still a mix of indigo and orange. We run through the streets lit by dazzling shops. Everything will be fine once we make it on the train. I hold on tight. I hold this thought in mind as we run. I'm already exhausted. Mayuri practically has to drag me along to keep going. Shouldn't we rest for a bit? No, stopping until we're on the train. I do my best to keep up the pace. But Ocarina, you're covered in sweat. You shouldn't push yourself. You're not good at exercise. When we reach the station, I realise there's something wrong. The station is packed, seriously packed. Don't see this many people even at rush hour. The crowd is murmuring around the entrance. For some reason, it's like no one's going in. What's going on here? Protest? Some kind of street performance? I don't have time for this. Just then, an announcement plays over the PA. Your attention please. The lines are currently suspended. We seriously apologise for the inconvenience and kindly ask for your cooperation. Finally I realised my mistake. That's right, before the attack the trains were stopped by a bomb threat. No wonder there's so many people standing around. In my haste to flee the city I completely forgot. How could I be so stupid? I wonder what happened. All the train lines are stopped. We can't escape Akiba. What that means... What about other means of public transportation? The subway or the bus? Should we go to another station? I turn around and head back the way we came, keeping a firm grip on Mayuri's hand. But before we can make a few steps, a man steps out of the crowd and blocks our way. I realise that we're surrounded. Okabe Rinto? In a low voice. A face I've never seen. He's not one of the 5 who broke into the lab. Okabe, do you know these people? Mary grasps my arm tightly as she looks anxiously at the man. Come with us. Who are you? Instead of answering, the man quickly grabs my arm. I jerk away and try to escape, but the men move to block us again. If we resist, we'll kill you. 7. They're with Mocha. They must be have planned for this in advance. Chill runs up my spine. We made a terrible mistake when we hacked into 7. I realize that now, though it's far too late. You're going to kill us with all these witnesses. Are you going to kill us with all these witnesses around? This isn't a game. I feel something cold against my back. I didn't realize where I was at first. Then it hits me. A gun. I gulp. My blood gets cold. Am I gonna die here? Will my time leaping be for naught? No, I can't give up. I won't let Mayuri die. I won't accept that future. But how do I get out of this? The crowd in the station has grown even thicker. People are starting to argue with the station personnel, demanding they know when they can go home. The situation is quickly becoming chaotic. Suddenly, a fight breaks out nearby. Looks like some people are trying to shove their way through. This could be our chance. A tide of people surges into us, knocking the man behind me off balance. Now! I quickly turn to shake the man's hand aside. His gun falls away. Then the man gets swallowed by the crowd. Mayuri, run! I grab Mayuri's hand and start running. We have to fight our way through the crowd, but that also thwarts our pursuers. As soon as we reach the main street, we start running back towards the lab. Of course, we can't return to the lab itself. Mocha's group will be there shortly. Is the subway still running? If we can get into the station, we can get on the Gizan line to Shibuya. From there, we can grab the train heading out of Tokyo. I still haven't recovered from my exhaustion. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. We can't stop now. I have to keep running. It doesn't take long before a new obstacle appears. 4 men walking together ahead of us suddenly stop and turn to face us. I've got a bad feeling about this. They don't look like Otaku. Are they with Seren too? My fears are confirmed when the 4 men start walking towards us, arms spreading to block the streets. No doubt about it, they're after us too. I turn to flee towards the station, and then I see the first group of men closing behind us. We're trapped. Enemies on both sides. There's only one chance. I grab Maria and make it for the nearby side street. Where are we going, Ocarine? I'm trying to get to the station without using the main streets. But as we pass the UPX, several men on the bridge point at us and shout something. Are they with 7 too? How many men do they have? We turn back and change course. Okay, Mayuri, you're faster. You're a faster runner, so Toko while running uses up all my breath. Sweat drips into my eyes, making it hard to see. You go on. Go to the Haiti Shrine in Ikebukuro. We'll meet. Before I can finish, I catch sight of another group of men waiting for us ahead. What's going on, Ocarine? I look back. The group from before is chasing us. We're surrounded by enemies. The familiar streets of Akiba are now filled with agents of Seren. I recall what Mocha said. You have nowhere to run. We have men surrounding stationed throughout Akibara. Despair seizes my heart. Is escape impossible? We're just kids playing at science in the safety of our tiny little lab. Our enemy is a multinational conspiracy willing to kill anyone who gets in their way. We're doomed. Were we doomed from the start? No. No matter what, we must get away. Leading Mayu by hand, I push my way through the crowd and then jump the fence onto the road. Something strikes me with crushing force, sending me tumbling across the pavement. I come to stop several meters away. My body is wrecked with intense pain. A red curtain covers my eyes. I try to brush it off, and my arm comes away with slick with blood. I grit my teeth against the pain and lift my head. Mayuri is laying on the pavement a few meters away. I reach out to her. Mayuri. No response. Mayuri is motionless. No. Did the impact kill her? This can't be happening. The car that ran us over. A white van pulls up. The door opens and out steps. I have stopped them. Mocha. Her again. She knew the exact moment to be here in order to run over poor Mayuri. I've secured Okabe-kun. I mean, Okabe Rintaro. She's talking to someone on her phone. Has she been tracking us this whole time? Contact the police. Mayuri is dead. She looks down at me with eyes cold enough to freeze my body. Why did you kill her? Because you ran. You monster. Mustering the strength, I leap up and throw myself at Mocha. She goes down hard. I hear her head smack against the pavement. I stand up and look around. Mocha is dazed and unable to stand, but I see her 7 agents making their way towards us through the crowd. I've got to get out of here. I take a step, a sharp pain stabs through my body. The crash must have broken the bone in my leg. It doesn't matter, I have to get to the lab and time leap again. That's the only way to save Mayuri. I look back at the site of the accident. Mocha is slowly regaining her feet, but Mayuri remains limp and motionless on the road. It breaks my heart to leave Mayuri laying there, but I have no choice. I have to go. Back to the lab. Fighting the pain of a broken leg, I managed to drag myself back to the lab. Surprisingly, Siren's man didn't chase me. Nobody's at the lab when I arrive. Only the lights are still on. Relieved that Chris and Dow haven't returned, I head straight to the development room. I remembered to break into the Bond Tube workshop to turn on the 42-inch CRT. My body is drenched in sweat. I can't stop shivering. Everything hurts, especially my right side, where the car hit me. If I'm not careful, I might lose consciousness. My vision is blurry, it's hard to focus. My left arm is numb, and I can barely move. But still, I force myself to activate the X68000 and input the settings. I'm gasping for breath, like a wounded animal. The sound of my heartbeat fills my ears. Mayuri. They killed her again. I failed to protect her. I'm sorry, Mayuri, I'm sorry. Choking back my tears, I forcefully pound on the keyboard. Police sirens echo in the distance. Mocha hit Mayuri in front of hundreds of witnesses. They'll probably take her in for questioning. Even if Siren bails her out somehow, she should probably stick for a couple of hours at least. Should still, even if Siren bails out somehow, she should be stuck for at least a couple of hours. The real problem is her men. Those mercenaries, or whatever they were, Siren's hit squad. Why didn't they come after me? It should have been easy for them to catch me, injured as I am. I need to hurry. If they show up here, they'll kill me for sure. Settings complete. I put on the headgear. I'll get blood on it, but that doesn't matter. A surge of anxiety washes over me. What if the time leap fails? What if my memories were corrupted? I might forget who I am. I might lose myself. Should I really use this machine? Of course I should. I curse my weakness. Mayu is dead, remember? This can't be allowed to happen. No risk is too great. I will save Mayuri whatever it takes. I alone have the power to change the past. What am I waiting for? Swallowing my fear, I activate the time leap machine. And that's where we're going to end this episode today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!